It's me. I'm all alone, and I got takeout food like I do every week. Leo isn't here. Trevor isn't here. But yeah, let's go eat some food. This week I went to the Junction, like super classic Saginaw restaurant. It's been open since like 1920s. Like, this place is super old. It closed for a little while a couple years ago, but they reopened. Interesting time to reopen, but I remember them from being real little, them having good food. So I'm excited to gonna have my first go at it again, you know? So starting off, website, they don't really have one. It's a Facebook page, and I'm giving that a 3. They need something a little bit cleaner. Finding that menu was horrendous. So in terms of getting takeout food, it was difficult. This isn't necessarily part of the menu, but also just kind of going into that same bit, they're not on the Apple Maps. I don't know if they're on Google Maps or not, but you can't type in the Junction Saginaw onto your phone map and get there. You have to type in the address, which you can find easily by a Google search, but it's an extra step. But it's over in the same area as Huron Fish Market, Zorba's, the Scottish Inn, that area over kind of at the Brockway-Gratiot intersection. So there's that. I'm gonna give it a 3 for the website. So starting off with what I ordered an appetizer of beer battered mushrooms, which sound absolutely amazing, and they look really good. And then I also got something they called the Lantern, which is like a chicken ranch wrap type deal, but on like pita bread. It's got like a Southwest ranch type deal. So this is, and it also, I mean, looks phenomenal. So yeah, let's get into the food. The mushrooms come with a little bit of ranch, but as far as appetizer go, it's a classic appetizer. It's just deep fried mushrooms. These are probably going to be incredibly hot, but I'm willing to sacrifice my taste buds for the sake of entertainment. A little bit of ranch dippage. Those are good. Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're an appetizer. I'd say it's a 6. The breading is really good. It's honestly really good. It's just, I don't know. The ranch is kind of meh. I don't know if they make their own ranch or not. Ranch is kind of, that's a 6, honestly, and as far as appetizers go. But let's move on to the main course. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It's kind of what you expect it to be. It's a deep fried mushroom. All right, onto the main course. It's like a chicken wrap almost, but in pita bread. They're gonna, this is what it looks like. And it honestly looks really good to me. And it smelled amazing the entire car ride here. This is honestly, it's so thick. I don't know how I'm gonna take a bite out of this thing. I mean, they packed this thing full. That is actually pretty darn good. The chicken is really juicy. And this like Southwest sauce that they've got going on, that is spectacular. And it's got plenty enough chicken to like hold you over for a long, that's probably, I'd give it a 7. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, I'd totally eat that again. And then also, you can get like fries or onion rings as a side. I've gotten fries like every time because I'm basic. Obviously, I'm wearing a flannel. I'm pretty basic. But so I got onion rings this time around to try to switch it up a bit. And I don't really know how to feel about these because the breading kind of feels a little soggy, but That, I spoke too soon. That's good. These onion rings are amazing. And I think if you put them in the Southwest branch, I think that is a combo made in heaven. That brings, I'm honestly gonna bring the rating of this meal up to an 8, just because these onion rings are phenomenal. I mean, that's really good. So that's an 8. So I think overall, what, I gave the appetizer a 6, this an 8, so 7 for food. So they're not doing too bad so far. Menu stuff, menu variants, they've got what they have. They kind of specialize in like American stuff. They have a lot of deep fried stuff, but for the most part, I mean, you can get a good burger. So I've heard they have burgers on the menu, and you can get all types of different themes like sandwiches. They're all named after train parts and stuff because it's a train themed restaurant, because it's the Junction. It's by railroad tracks, which is pretty neat. But it's not exactly super, it's not a super wide array of items, which is good in my opinion, just because what they do have is pretty darn good. I mean, they have a little bit of the south of the border cuisine. You're into like nachos and stuff, they've got that. They've got burgers, they've got bar food. I mean, I think I got fun stuff like this. And your stuff comes with a pickle. I dropped the pickle. All right, conclusion time. Historic, I think is the best way to put this place. It's been around forever. I mean, it's classic Saginaw stuff. Like, this is about as classic as you can get in terms of a restaurant around here. So yeah, I mean, it's got a special place in history for the area. The food is really good. It's still not as good as that Indian food from Taste of Punjab was. That was mind blowing. But this is still up there. I'd say this might be like, this is up there in terms of food. Like, it's next to, like, I think it's slightly above Cody's, I'd say. And that's a good comparison because they kind of have similar menu items. So I'd say it's a little bit of a better version of Cody's. They do have outdoor dining, which is kind of cool because of the time that we live in currently, where the world is ending. So, you know, having outdoor dining is kind of cool. You can kind of go out to eat and still get a little bit of that experience, which is fun. I didn't do that because I needed to record this, but I might have if I had friends. Yeah. All right, Heritage. Yeah, that's that's the Junction. This has been an incredibly awkward episode, recording myself and myself only, eating and talking to my camera. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm certainly trying to. This food's good, and have a good rest of your week, Heritage. Enjoy your time. Takeout time has devolved into just being Josh, and let's be honest with ourselves, it was always just Josh.
Sandwich for people with beards. Yeah, I'm going to finish these. Don't ever doubt that I'll finish food. Love you and your bad internet, Josh.